Hey guys, welcome to Pages with Sidra. Today we are going to start episode 706 of I Have 90 Billion Licking Gold Coins. If you haven't watched the previous chapters, make sure to check them out on my channel. Now, without any delay, let's dive into the chapter. Chapter 1236. How about you all come at me together? Look, it seems Chen Yuan has started building the bridge again. If he really finishes this bridge across the Crimson River, it'll be an incredible opportunity for the Saint Sons of the Fourth Sacred Land. On the opposite bank of the Crimson River, it seems there's a Venerable's inheritance. A Venerable's inheritance is worlds apart from a Overlord's inheritance. Brother Yuan is truly one of a kind. He's already refined the Qihua divine water into his life-bound true water, so crossing the Crimson River poses no difficulty for him. If it were any other genius from the great cosmos, they'd have already gone to challenge the Fifth Sacred Land. But Chen Yuan is staying to keep building the bridge for the benefit of everyone. Such magnanimity is truly admirable, said Saint Sun Hoya with heartfelt praise. This alone proved Chen Yuan's noble and upright character, as well as his humble and contented heart, generous and willing to sacrifice himself for others. No wonder, back in the Third Sacred Land, he had so many little brothers all looking up to him as their leader. The crowd whispered to each other, their admiration for Chen Yuan growing even stronger. Chen Yuan's bridge-building speed was now more than 100 times faster than before. He had gained the ability to control cosmic energy within the Crimson River itself. A 10,000-meter section of bridge took only 5 minutes to build. In an hour, he could complete 120 kilometers. After about 5 hours of work, a magnificent bridge spanning the entire Crimson River stood complete, built entirely by Chen Yuan. This bridge had consumed a total of 2 million star Polonia logs. While building, Chen Yuan also casually cleared the area of crimson fish. He caught over 1,000 of them, building the bridge and fishing at the same time. 2 birds with 1 stone. Great! This is amazing. Now that the bridge is complete, we can all cross the Crimson River. Let's hurry. Though the Star Polonia bridge is sturdy, it probably won't last forever. Go, go, go. A large group of Saint Sons were filled with excitement, as if a bright tomorrow was waiting just ahead. But they had barely set foot on the bridge when Chen Yuan suddenly appeared in front of them, blocking the way. Everyone, to safely cross the Crimson River, the toll is just 100 million starry sky stones per person. Pay up, and I guarantee every one of you will make it across safely. Chen Yuan stood with arms crossed, speaking as if it was the most natural thing in the world. 100 million starry sky stones. Are you robbing us? Exactly. I thought you were a noble, selfless man, but you're charging money? And that much? You might as well be a bandit. This is so disappointing. I didn't expect you to be that kind of person. Slap, slap, slap. Without a word, Chen Yuan smacked 3 Saint Sons clean off the bridge. Noisy, trying to lecture me about morality? I built this bridge. Charging a toll is perfectly reasonable. Did I invite you to cross? Cross if you want, or leave if you don't. Don't try moral blackmail on me. If you don't want to pay, get off the bridge before I make you. His eyes flashed. On both sides of the bridge, 2 massive crimson water dragons rose up. The Crimson River surged into towering 100-meter waves, frozen in midair. It felt as though with a single thought from Chen Yuan, the raging river would crash down upon them mercilessly. This Chen Yuan is so domineering. He's using the Crimson River's power to extort people. It's disgraceful. He's refined the Crimson River's divine water. Fighting him in the river, no one can be his match. Saint Sun Chen Yuan, I'm willing to pay. Please, let me cross. Don't pay. As Saint Sons, how can we let such a shameless person extort us? Chen Yuan, do you dare come ashore and fight me one-on-one? Saint Sun Li Ju's voice boomed with righteous fury. This was a once-in-a-lifetime chance to show off, and only Li Ju could stand fearlessly against tyranny to uphold justice. He believed that fighting on land, with his cultivation at Galaxy Stage Level 1, his perfected 5 elements laws, and his mastery of the 5 elements domain to 80%, he was now far stronger than before. The last time they fought, he was only slightly weaker than Chen Yuan. Now, with such tremendous growth, even if Chen Yuan had improved, he should still be inferior. Maybe the guy's divine body made him hard to kill, but Li Ju was a whole major realm above him. No way he could lose. This is my first move since breaking through to Galaxy Stage. Let me show you the strength of a true heir to the 5 elements venerable. It's Saint Sun Li Ju. He's broken through to Galaxy Stage Level 1. The direct descendant of the 5 elements venerable. Excellent. With Brother Li Ju leading us, we won't let such a man extort everyone. That's right. At worst, we'll all attack together. No matter how strong Chen Yuan is, can he beat all of us? His actions have provoked public outrage. Brother Li, I'll back you up. In that moment, Li Ju seemed to have the overwhelming support of the gathered geniuses. It was his peak moment in life. Even Xylan Goddess, Huolinger, Long Yan, and other female prodigies seemed to be looking at him with admiration. If he didn't show off now, when would he? Fire God Seal out. Law of Fire, heavenly fire burns the gods. Chen Yuan casually tossed out a seal. The seal expanded in the wind and vanished into the void. The next second, the world changed. Boundless flames gathered, instantly forming 9,000-meter fire dragons that crashed down upon Li Ju with world-shattering force. 5 elements great handprint, break. Li Ju struck back, barely blocking the fire dragons. But in the very next moment, 9 more heavenly fire god dragons appeared and attacked again. Under the fire god seal's power, every second 9 dragons of 10 million degrees blazed down without pause. One after another, never ending. That's a level 7 civilization artifact, the fire god seal. He's already refined it. It's over. Li Ju can't hold out. The fire god seal is far too powerful. Void Shift Talisman, escape. The moment Li Ju's defense broke, he crushed a Void Shift Talisman and fled once again. A Void Shift Talisman was worth a fortune. Clearly, Li Ju had no shortage of treasures. As expected from the descendant of a venerable's clan, deep foundations indeed. Chapter 1237, Endless Tangled Thoughts. Suffocation. Petrification. Shock. All the heaven's proud sons and saint sons looked at each other wide-eyed, completely dumbfounded. Their expressions were pure confusion. The power that Chen Yuan had displayed, was it truly this terrifying? The opponent not only possessed the flame god seal of a 7th-level civilization, but also had the home field advantage of the Crimson River's power. How could anyone fight that? This wasn't even a contest, it was outright crushing. Great God Chen Yuan, you must be joking. How could we be so overconfident? Here is 100 million Starry Sky Origin Stones. Please take it. In fact, I think Holy Sun Li Ju's intentions are suspect. He seems to be deliberately trying to sow discord. Great God Chen Yuan builds bridges and repairs roads. Charging a toll is only natural. If you think the price is too high, you can cross the Crimson River on your own. No one is stopping you. If you can't make it across on your own and still refuse to pay, what kind of logic is that? Exactly. Spend a bit more to cross the Crimson River, and you might gain a sovereign's inheritance. Is that something 100 million Origin Stones can compare to? Truly a bunch of short-sighted fools. Great God Chen Yuan, I don't have 100 million Starry Sky Origin Stones. Could I use other heavenly materials and treasures of equal value instead? Chen Yuan replied, of course you can. And if that's still not possible, you can even use a Universe Bank credit card to pay. For those who were premium customers rated 4 stars or above at the Universe Bank, they were eligible for credit overdrafts. They simply had to repay within the specified period and pay the interest. 5-star customers had even higher limits. Anyone who could make it into the 4th Holy Land was not an ordinary person. 100 million Starry Sky Origin Stones was a lot, but barely within their reach. Naturally, if some were willing to pay, others were not. Some trusted their own strength and chose to attempt the crossing themselves. Chen Yuan did not stop them. There were 50 to 60,000 Saint Sons who needed to cross the Crimson River. Even if only a third chose to take Chen Yuan's bridge, this wave of business alone could bring him 2 trillion Starry Sky Origin Stones. Here's 100 million Starry Sky Origin Stones for you. Huolinger walked up and casually tossed him a storage pouch. But Chen Yuan did not take it. He pushed it back toward her. Junior sister Huolinger, I won't take your money. We got to know each other through conflict, but we're friends now. If I still charged you toll, that'd be too unkind. The difference in treatment was obvious. The other Saint Sons were speechless. Was this guy interested in her just because she was pretty? Huolinger, favorability +10, current favorability 40 points. Suddenly being singled out for special treatment in front of so many people made her feel a bit embarrassed, yet also strangely warmed. Even looking at Chen Yuan seemed more pleasing to the eye. If someone treats everyone kindly, then their kindness to you means little. But if they are ruthless to others and gentle only to you, the feeling is completely different. Brother Chen Yuan, we're friends too, right? You wouldn't make me pay, would you? Long Yin bounced over cheerfully. No, you still have to pay. We don't have much of a relationship. Chen Yuan glanced at the favorability score above Long Yan's head. 90 points already? The ones that should rise don't. The ones that shouldn't rise shoot up. He was speechless. Fine. We haven't known each other long, but give it time. You'll see I'll become your best friend. Hualinger, favorability plus 10, current favorability, 50 points. Seeing how cold Chen Yuan was toward Long Yin, Hualinger was taken aback. She had thought he was the type who flirted with every beautiful woman he met. Long Yan's talent and beauty were both top tier. Even senior brother Huayi seemed to look at her differently, maybe even with love at first sight. Yet Chen Yuan was unmoved. Clearly, he didn't just like every pretty face. Perhaps he only treated those he truly liked with such care. At that thought, Hualinger blushed slightly. Her favorability toward him rose again, but only so far. Her heart was already set on brother Han Yuan. There was no room for anyone else. Though Chen Yuan was excellent, she could only see him as an ordinary friend. Hours passed. Chen Yuan had earned an absolute fortune. The number of Saint sons wanting to cross by bridge grew fewer. But he couldn't stay there collecting tolls forever. If left unattended, people would cross for free, unfair to those who had paid. Should he dismantle the bridge? That seemed wasteful. Just then, the luxuriously dressed son of God Shangqiu approached. Brother Chen Yuan, I have a business proposal. Interested? It's you, godson Shangqiu. Go ahead. Someone like you, unmatched among geniuses, won't stay here collecting tolls forever. That's a waste of your time. And dismantling the bridge seems a pity. Why not lease me the Crimson River Bridge? I'll pay you 300 billion starry sky origin stones up front. You get the money and can head for the fifth holy land without wasting time here. I'll earn a little profit in return. A win-win. 500 billion. Fixed price. I don't haggle. All right. 500 billion it is. Shangqiu acted as if he were reluctantly agreeing, like he was losing out. But in truth, this business was essentially guaranteed profit. The only question was how much. More importantly, did he have the strength to control the bridge? Chen Yuan could suppress everyone, but someone else might not command the same respect. Without strength, it would be courting disaster. Brother Chen Yuan, a pleasure doing business. The deal was done. Shangqiu smiled confidently. At that moment, Goddess Zilan walked toward Chen Yuan. She had been lingering by the riverbank instead of crossing, as if waiting for him, hoping to walk side by side. Yet, though she wanted to, she felt shy and didn't know how to start the conversation. She knew well that Chen Yuan's feelings for Princess Xingyu were rock solid. He would sacrifice himself to protect Lan Xingyu without hesitation. That's it for today's chapter recap. If you enjoyed the breakdown, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated with the latest manga, manhwa, and manhwa recaps. Got thoughts on today's chapter? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear your take on the story. See you in the next one. Until then, keep turning the pages.